Finally, some good news for not just gamers but content creators alike when it comes to Dragon Ball. In fact, this is something that they've actually never done before. It makes me wonder, why are they doing it now? They probably wanted to do something like this with Sparking Zero, but that game was very obviously rushed, so they never had the chance to do something like this. But regardless, we will enjoy it today. So, the newest thing coming to Dragon Ball Gekkishin Squadra, is the program. And this program system for the community overall is one of the biggest updates I think Dragon Ball's just done for any of their games or things in general. Because this is actually going to involve us, the community, players like you and me, and even other content creators, as to how the game will be handled, how we could guide the game, and even how we can end up supporting Bandai Namco and being supported vice versa. First, I do want to talk about this really big image of Goku. I think it's just a cool image. It's part of the cover of the game, but that's not important. The most important part is the overview of the Squadra creators program. So there's example verification criteria for creators. So this is obviously if you guys want to enter the, creator squad program. I think this would be good for a lot of smaller content creators as well, or for people in general who just want to mess around or try out content creation for a bit, just to at least get just a little bit of taste of it, So example verification criteria for creators. You must be active on platforms such as YouTube or Twitch with a certain amount of influence. Fear not about not having influence, guys. Influence is something that grows steadily and slowly, maybe even actually making videos, or at least, streams or anything. On the current beta, when it goes live, would actually get you the influence you need for this. Can consistently stream Gekkishin Squadra content after being verified. Okay, that's easy. Step 2 is basically done so long as you complete step 1. And step 3, able to comply with our terms of service, guidelines, and other related policies. Again, that's just reading and understanding. I know we're all Dragon Ball fans here, but, we can at least afford to read sometimes every now and then, okay? Example benefits for creators include invitation to exclusive Discord channel for Squadra creators, access to an asset pack of logos and illustrations of characters, etc., early access to the latest news, my goodness, chances to try out new content early, even better, and participate in Q&A sessions with the team. Oh, you can actually get your feedback listened to, kind of like with Rhymestyle and Rest when Xenoverse, during the early Xenoverse days. That's actually crazy. Okay, so this is wow. When was the last time they actually cared about the community like this? I want to say, if we're being honest, probably some of the Sparking Zero early gameplay footage, they were very upfront with the community when it came to that. Even if the rest of the game wasn't very, community, generous, they were pretty honest with that. But before Sparking Zero, not even fighters, I think straight up Xenoverse 2 was the last time where they actually cared about what the community for, or got community members on board to try certain things out. And I think that is nuts. That is nuts that they're doing it for Squadra. Man, I love this image so much. This image of Goku hitting the Kamehameha is actually so cool. The logo, I think, of the game is still a bit insane for a Dragon Ball logo, and I think maybe I might be tripping. The name is also Gekkishin Squadra. It's a bit of a weird name. It does roll off the tongue, don't get me wrong. Gekkishin Squadra. So for anyone who was obviously wondering, hey, Steed, how do I sign up to the Gekkishin Squadra beta to begin with? Well, actually, it's simple as just downloading it when it's live, and you can actually go to the official site. There'll be a link to it in the pinned comment. You can go to the official site, and you can see here, you can actually play the game from all systems except Xbox. So most likely, this game will not be launching on Xbox. But you could try the network test out from even PS4, so you don't even have to have a PS5. From even the PS4, your phone, Nintendo Switch, so anyone who has a Switch too, you finally have your second game, and Steam as well. So there's a bunch of options in general to play Gekkishin Squadra. And again, I think the game is pretty easy to play. Overall, it's a very fun game. Obviously, read this because this part is very important. System requirements, all the usual stuff, right? But yeah, it's oh, the Nimbus flies past here. Oh, that's sick. I didn't even notice that the first time. Oh my god. Oh, they have the characters listed as coming soon at the top. Okay, but we already know some of the characters coming in. We have Baby, and I don't mean super baby Vegeta. We have actual Baby. Before he gets into Vegeta's body as a playable character. I think even Dragon Ball Breakers doesn't have that Baby, which is shocking because, that's that's the one time that would make sense to add that as a model, because he starts off in a lower stage and would get stronger and stronger. But, Dragon Ball Breakers, that game does whatever it wants. But Gekkishin Squadra. But Gekkishin Squadra, it just has so much character. I think that's another reason why I like Gekkishin Squadra so much. I need to think of an easier way to... I'm just going to keep calling it Dragon Ball Multi. There you go. I think another reason I like Dragon Ball Multi so much overall is the fact that the characters actually do get to have their unique anime movesets and skills and all that stuff translated to the games quite well, in fact. A good example is Vegeta is obviously known as the notorious Ki Blast spamming character of Dragon Ball, right? So he's a tank role character, and his tank basis is that he heals himself whenever he lands any of his super attacks. And again, most of his super attacks are just throwing Ki Blast at you, which incentivizes you as a player to go, oh crap, I can't do the main thing the character does unless if I'm spamming my super attacks the entire fight. So that's the ideal way to play the character, and I think that's so cool. Although sometimes the lore accurateness gets too much, like Fusamasu is actually, not Fusamasu, regular Zamasu was the best character in the last beta because he's actually invincible. So I wonder how they'll balance him in this beta, but they have a bunch of other cool characters like Cooler, Bojack. Caulifla recently got announced for the game, and she's also a tank. I'm very curious to see how they'll do that. But yeah, first one Frieza, and he has Zarbon and Dodoria as part of his moveset too. I think stuff like that is great. But yeah, official site for the game will be in the pinned comment again, because I know some of you guys might want to check through this in your free time, see all the characters, see how to play the game, see all the listings, see even the gameplay trailer again for the game. But yeah, Dragon Ball Multi is a game I'm very excited for. I mean, again, I was excited about Sparking Zero, and look how that turned out. But I have faith in Multi since I actually got to play that one. And when I played the beta, it was pretty fun. So I'm hoping that this network test will also be a blast, because the game does release very soon after this network test too, if I believe. Oh, look at that, man. This site has so much. This site actually has more on it than the Sparking Zero like official website had. I'm not saying that they put more effort in this than Sparking Zero. That's being a bit much, but they actually want people to try this one out. I think that's very cool. So yeah, look at that, man. The cinematics were doing super attacks and stuff like that. It's just so funny. All right, Big Bang Attacker's ultimate attack. Boom. Man, it's insane that they actually got the scale of these moves like in the game right as well. I guess that's the benefit of a MOBA. You can actually show Dragon Ball moves with all their absurd scale taken into account, because the camera perspective is a wide view. And I think that's really, really cool. So, Kamehameha! Boom, man. I can't wait to play this. I can't wait to play this again already. I think the first character I'm probably going to play, other than maybe like obviously Goku, because he's Goku, is Cooler and Caulifla. I didn't get to play Cooler in the last demo, or the last network test, right? And Caulifla is a new character. Obviously, I want to try out Caulifla. She seems very fun, and by fun I mean very, very strong. So obviously, I really want to see how that gameplay goes. And yeah, oh man, every character is viable in this game, man. This game might actually make a bunch of people like other Dragon Ball characters again. I don't know how to describe it. So you guys remember how Doya was able to turn like Krillin into like an icon on his channel or a meme? Because Dragon Ball FighterZ, the way that game is played, any character can be viable. You just need to know how to use them, right? In Sparking Zero, you try to play Krillin, you will get your head smashed in. If you try to play Krillin in Xenoverse 2, you're getting your head smashed in, right? FighterZ and Gekkishin, the only games where any character can actually have a new unique variety or move style or play style to them that would actually make you main them, and then they can become iconic the way Doya has done with Krillin on the channel. I still think that's one of the greatest strengths to Dragon Ball games, actually utilizing their variety, is that it does way more for the community and for the game than just making like Ultra Instinct Goku the strongest character in the game and everyone else is literally just trash compared to him. And here are the specifications for Gekkishin Squadra. So we'll see these again. We might as well just check it in full. The game has cross-platform. Oh, wait, hold up. Cross-platform compatibility. Yes, on all systems. Ooh, okay. That's nice. I love to see that. So if you play this on the Switch, you will be getting 30 FPS. Just a fair warning. If you play on the PS4, you will be getting 60 FPS. And on the PS5, you'll get higher than 60 as well with performance mode. And on Steam, we'll probably have uncapped, right? Yeah, highest frame rate, 240. Maximum frame rate will depend on the PC user's usage. Okay. I'm actually, I think I'll probably end up playing the game on PC. Other than, obviously, the super frame rate and the maximum quality and all that stuff. I think that would just be cool. But this game would definitely be worth it for the Switch too as well, because you just have a portable Dragon Ball game with a very fun core gameplay to it available. And I think that's irresistible, right? That's really fun. Let's say you have to go to your auntie's or your uncle's house, or your parents are forcing you to go to the clothing store again, and you have to wait 2 hours for your mom to finish picking her favorite dress. You can just play some Gekkishin Squadra on the Switch here, and that's fire. That's unbelievably fire. So that's really nice to see. We got minimum recommended specs for PC and mobile. So take a good long look. These are the stats you need. Any of you who play this on mobile, please let me know in the comment section down below. I can't imagine how this game plays on mobile, so you guys are just gonna have to let me know. But yeah, this is just cool to see overall. They put a lot into the website for this game. They actually This is really good advertising for the game, like straight up. Like actually like mega good advertising for the game. I can 100% see people like trying it out if they just went on the site, because this has a lot. This is a feast. My goodness. Either way, I do think that is a great place to end the video. Again, if you guys have any thoughts, opinions, or anything about Gekkishin Squadra, please leave them in the comment section down below. Are you hyped for the game even after what happens with Sparking Zero? Or have you lost all faith in Dragon Ball games? Or were you never going to be a fan of Gekkishin Squadra to begin with, and you'll just watch your favorite content creators play it? Let me know again what you guys feel about the game in the comment section down below. And that will be it. I do love you all. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time, homies. Take care and peace.